Okay, this is lesson 2B. Oops, I better put it on the right pen. So lesson 2B. So with lesson 2B, what we're talking about is type 4 equations, and what happens with them is you have to combine like terms on either side of the equation first. Once you've done that, it essentially turns into a type 3 equation, so like what we did second half of yesterday. So we always have to combine our like terms on the equation. Now we just finished our polynomials. So remember what like terms are. They need to have numerical expressions that have the same variable raised to the same exponents. So if we look here, 3x and minus 10x both have an x, so they're like terms. 2x squared and 17x squared have an x squared. So it doesn't matter what the coefficient is, just what the variable is. X squared y and 3x or negative 3x squared y again. And here, if you have two constants, they are also like terms. If, however, the variables are different, like x and y, those would be unlike terms. X and x squared, unlike. Okay, I usually say unlike, not non-like. Okay. Some interesting things: if your equation contains all fractions, constants, or coefficients on either side, you can multiply by the lowest common denominator to cancel the denominators. And the result will be a type 3 equation. So if we look here, we have two students. You don't have to, but it's an option. Here, student A just dealt with them like they are fractions. Little bit more work, a little bit more calculations, but still was able to solve and get x minus 2. Student B, however, found the lowest common denominator of 3, 2, and 6, multiplied all terms by that, and then was able to reduce those fractions to whole numbers. Okay, 12 divided by 3 is 4, 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. And once they did that, they could solve their equation. They also got x minus 2, just a different way to approach it. Important thing to note, it says here, what is the correct way? They are both correct. Okay, when it says which is more efficient, it really depends upon your fraction skills. If you don't have terrific fraction skills, then you might find, or if you, it really depends on how you understand fractions and how you like dealing with them. If you like to get rid of them as soon as possible, you might choose to do the eliminating them by multiplying by the lowest common denominator. Certainly, it cleans things up a lot. Okay? Now, a lot of what this is I think of it, the combining like terms, is like housekeeping. So you are cleaning things up before you start approaching the problem. Okay? So let's do a little warm-up just to combine our like terms. So here I have a 3x and a minus 8x, and I have a 7 plus 7 and a minus 15. So 3x minus 8x will be minus 5x, and 7 minus 15 would be a minus 8. Okay, nice warm-up there. Here I have a 15 and a minus 100, and then a 4x minus 2y. Those are not like terms. So 55 minus 100 gives me negative 45 plus 4x minus 2y. Can't combine anything else. Here I have 58 and 99, and then I have negative 8n and 47n. So 58 plus 99 gives me 157, and then 47 minus 8, I have plus 39n. Okay, just gathering your like terms. Now we're going to solve some equations first by combining like terms. So here we have 5n plus 8 minus 10 equals negative 17. So I want to combine these like terms first. So 5n minus 2 equals minus 17. And now I'm going to solve my equation. So opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. So I will get 5n is equal to minus 15. Divide both sides by 5, and n equals negative 3. Okay? Once you do your housekeeping, you're combining like terms, it's just a matter of solving the equation the way we've been doing all along. Okay? Let's do the next one. So I have minus 5k and minus 3k, but I also have 9 and 8. So minus 5 minus 8, or minus 3, sorry, is minus 8. Plus 9 plus 8 is 17, which equals 49. Okay, now I can solve my equation. I'm going to minus 17 minus 17. So I'm going to have minus 8k equals, well, 49 minus 17 is 32. Okay, divide both sides by negative 8, and I'll get k is equal to 4. Oh, and it's actually divided by negative 8, so it's negative 4. So don't forget the negative signs like I almost did there. Okay, let's do the next one. I have 5b and minus b, and I also have, just a second, just got to change the color of my pen, 8 and 7. So 5b minus b is 4b, 8 plus 7 is 15, which equals 35. I'm going to minus 15 from both sides because I want to isolate my 4b. So I'll get 4b is equal to 20. 35 minus 15 is 20. Divide both sides by 4. Cancels out on this side. So b is equal to 5. Now if I wanted to check that, I could take it up left side equals right side and see if that works. And it should work. Okay, let's do the next one. So I have 4m and 5m. So I have 9m minus 2 equals minus 83. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I'm going to have 9m is equal to negative 81. Divide both sides by 9. 9's cancel out here, so I get negative 9 for my answer. Next one. Here, I just have to combine the like terms on this side. This stays the same. 7 minus 15 is negative 8. And then I want to move the positive 8 over, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So I'll get 2c is equal to negative 16. Divide both sides by 2. Cancels out here. So c equals negative 8. Okay. Now here's your turn to solve some on your own before you go and practice. Okay. Pause your video, come back, do them with us, see if you got them right. Okay, so I've got combined some like terms here. Before I solve, 2x plus 3x is 5x. Negative 9 and negative 18 is negative 17. And that equals 13. I'm going to move the negative 17 over by adding it to both sides. Adding is the opposite operation. So I'll get 5x is equal to, well, 17 and 13 equal 30. Divide both sides by 5 to remove that coefficient. And I'll get x is equal to 6. Okay, let's do the next one. Now this is one where you can multiply everything by 2 to get rid of that denominator. So I'll get 2 over 2x plus 4x equals 27 times 2, which is 54. Now this is, on this side, 2 over 2 is really x, right? So x plus 4x is 5x. And I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Now 5 goes into 54 10 times with 4 left over, so 10 and 4/5. Now you can also write this as a decimal unless otherwise specified. But since there's a fraction in the original question, I would put it in fraction form. Okay, looking at this one here. Let's look for, I've got negative 2x's and 5x's there. I have a 9 and a negative 14. So let's combine those like terms. So I have 3x minus 5 equals 2. So now I can add 5 to both sides. So I'll get 3x is equal to, well, 2 plus 5 is 7. Divide both sides by 3. Reduces out on that side. 3 goes into 7 twice with 1 left over. Okay, and hopefully that all worked for you. Okay, so the big thing is just do that.